Okay, what I'm going to show you is how to work with VSTs and Reason. Before we get started, I'm going to show you where to make sure your VST folders are located. Okay, VST folders right here, and these are your folders which shows where your VSTs are installed in your computer. If you have another location, you want to make sure you add it if it's not up in here. So when you hit the add button, go to wherever folders that you need to add other VSTs if you don't see them in that window down there. Then make sure you click choose. Okay. After you find a folder, I recommend that you restart Reasons just for it can rescan all your VSTs. Okay, another window I want to show you. Go to Window in Reasons. Go down to Manage Plugins. In the Manage Plugin window, you will see the manufacturer, plugin name, type, and status. What I want you to focus on more is the status. Make sure all your plugins are enabled. Okay. Now, working with plugins is Reason is, I think, is dope. This the next level right here for Reasons. So what I'm gonna do is, you go into Instruments. Now you see Reason Device. I'm gonna click that triangle, and the rest of these are plugins that I have in my computer. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go here to Air Music Technology. Now I'm gonna show you some about all these VSTs, how they show up with this graphic. I'm gonna get into that later and show you how I got these icons for showing you which VST it is when you see the image like that. But as you notice down here, these just say VST plugins with no sequencer showing the graphic or the plugin icon. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go down to one that doesn't have a graphic icon. I'm gonna go to a MIDI Grand. Now the MIDI Grand shows up like this, like a rack. It don't show up like a normal Reason device. If I would have dropped a Kong drum instrument in there, it won't show up like this. So what you got to do is, to get the plugin to show up, you have to click on this open, and then there you go. And this window is kind of free flow. It's just, you can set this how you want to. Okay. Now keep open, automate, remote, and screenshot. This keep open icon is for when you click it and you want to open up another VST. Okay, I just opened up a new VST. Now if I want to keep this open, like again, I would click keep open, and then I would click on another VST, and I can have both of them. I can have both of them open. Now this is good for if you have a dual screen or a big extended screen where you can move these around. Okay, so I close that out. Now I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna open the MIDI Grand without keeping open and try to open this one. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. Why you have to click this if you want to keep both of them open. See, it cancels the other one out. So that's what that icon is. I'm gonna show you. Okay, now to automate, if I click automate, and select one of the parameters right here, you see that it created a dynamic response. If you created a lane for that. Now I'm gonna record something real quick. Now I just recorded something simple for you can see a quick demonstration of what I mean when it comes to automate. Okay, so now now you see it created that dynamic response. Now if I hit record, this is one way you can do it, automate. I hit record and I start moving that. You see how it creates that down here. Now this is me moving the minimum and the maximum dynamic response on the piano. Okay, that's one way to animate. Another way is to go to the pencil tool, draw a clip, click the selection tool, make sure I have this one. Okay, that's selected. Then go down to here, double click, and then go to the pencil tool and draw my animation in. And then you can see, turn those clicks down a little bit. Now you see the animation going on right here. And that's another way you can do it. Okay, the remote icon on a plugin allows you to use a MIDI controller. You know, if you don't want to use a mouse, a MIDI controller to control the parameters here. So if I click remote, I click the same thing. Now on my MIDI controller, I can just move a knob on my motif and it shows you that knob is being assigned, that control is being assigned. All I got to do, make sure that learn from controller surfaces input is checked. Then I click OK. And now you can see I'm controlling that, moving the knob on my keyboard. And then when I want to record that animation, I can do it this way too. And that's what remote's for. Now, like I said earlier, the screenshot, as you can see, there's nothing known as VST rack right here. It just says VST plugin. But when I go to screenshot, then I close this window, it shows up. Now that's dope. I like that. Cause again, I could go back to my instruments. Now you see what I was saying earlier, how I just said VST, like down here, the riser. You can see now it says mini grand. As saying, it's just showing this plain looking VST block. One more thing I'm gonna show you before I'm done with this video is working with VST programmers, and this is another way if you're working on one display, if you don't have multiple displays where you can move things around and arrange things better for view purposes, like when you pop this out and you kind of just say for instance you have a bunch of VSTs going on and you haven't, you don't have multiple displays, instead of just keep popping up in this window to adjust the parameter, what you can do is go back open this. Okay, what you can do is it's down here, go in here, and then you can click learn, and then you can click any of these parameters that you want the CV1 to learn. So if I want to learn this dynamic response, I just move it and there it is right here. And then if I wanted to close this window and make adjustments, I could do it here. I could do it on the mount, just click, and then I just drag up and I drag down to adjust that. Okay, on the base value, that's where you drag up and down, the same thing. Drag up or down to change that value too. Okay, and you have at least 8 you can assign. So if you wanted to go in here and assign model, you can just click the next one and then you can learn it like that, and there it goes, model. And like I said, you got 8 you can assign. So if you want to do room, you click the next one and then you can go ahead, and therefore you got room, and you can adjust these without, again, like you want to close that, you can adjust these by just going up in here, going up in here and then adjusting, instead of opening up this window here and going up in there and adjusting things. Okay, that's just a quick little tutorial to let you know how to work with VSTs and Reason, and these are some of the tools that they give you to use. Again, that I think is fly, I think is dope. So again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Stay tuned. Peace.